The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Good one. They exchange punches. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he scores with the counter. And that jab just missed with the left hand. The perfect counter lands. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. The straight right just misses. Just missed with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same
Here we go for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You'd like to see more jabs. Hook misses. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose it. On to the third. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he wasn't ready. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
And there's the bell to start round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't score with that jab. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
The one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He missed with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Can't find a home with that jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to... Here we go in the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You don't want to trade shots. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. There's the bell to start round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He threw a punch and just got countered. A swing and a miss with the left hook. That hook was thrown with some bad intention. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds. Oh, right there. Roy Pensacola's finest is down. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked. I can't believe it. They are giving up. And that will do it.